Okay guys, welcome back. So in this video we're going to be going through a free dental website design that we currently offer to dentists, and it's a super simple design. It comes free if they do our web hosting services, and we'll go through it so that you guys can see that it's actually an extremely functioning website while providing rock bottom prices, really. So as you can see, we have the logo up in the top left hand side. That's just a generic logo that we just threw up there, so your logo would be there. We have our menu on top that can also be adjusted to whatever you guys want if you want something different on there. Up here in the top right hand corner we have click to call buttons. So this right here, if someone clicked it, as you see, it says opening up. If this was on their phone, it would just go straight to their phone and it would be your number and they could just give a quick call. We have the same thing where we can do a pop-up with hours. And then this one, the direction one, would go to your Google map where then they can put their own address and get directions, or they could send you an email if you wanted. Up here, this is just the name of the dentist. The big thing we want to show here is, and this is, I've almost never seen this on dentists' websites, but let them know right when they get to your website that, hey, you got 5 stars on Google. Let them know that you're a good dentist. If you got 4.5, put 4.5. What it is what it is, but that's what you want. You really want these call to actions that are emphasized by, hey, you want to work with us. But again, here's another call. Click the call button, and then this one we'll click it later, but it'll go to the contact form. Going down, we have a different title tag. This is a H2. Now you could switch these if you wanted. If you wanted to try to rank for family dentist in Ponte Vedra, you could switch that to an H1, and that wouldn't affect anything. I know most dentists, people are searching by their name because they know them, but that's also because they probably already work with them, so you're not getting any new business off of having an H1 as your name. But it could be useful to switch that up. But just a simple introduction. You could have a picture of yourself, you could have a picture of your team to this right, or you could have a gallery of 6 to 10 pictures, whatever you want. The next section here we have is what patients are saying about us, and these would be your reviews. And you're going to get these, or we, if you work with us, would get these reviews from your Google reviews on your Google Maps, Google My Business. We can also set that up for you if you have not claimed that, which is also extremely important. It could come from Facebook reviews. It can come from Yelp reviews. Any site that generates reviews, we can put in here. And not only does it show your patients that, hey, these are testimonials from people, but we'll then go in the backhand in the HTML that you cannot see. It's called schema markup. So we'll schema markup the reviews, and then those reviews will actually boost your website's value and can actually show up in the search results. So if someone's searching for a family or a dentist in Ponte Vedra and you are listed in the search, it could show underneath your website. It could show your Google reviews. So it could say 5 stars, 25 ratings. So right there, people are seeing, oh wow, this person's rated. No other dentist has this. You'll see 5 stars and no other clickable link has those ratings. You're going to get more people clicking on you. The next is just dental services. What I would do here is, you don't want to put all your dental services. If you want us to, we could, because you are the client, but I would put your top 3 services that you perform, and then you'll have a dental service page that goes through all the dental services that you can perform. The last thing we have here before our footer is our social media pages. I know some dentists have Facebooks, I would say most dentists have Facebook page. I don't know if many have Twitter or YouTube. They don't, from the ones I've worked with, and that's okay. So then we would just have a Facebook page here, or we could eliminate that and put the Facebook icon in the footer down here. But this is the footer here, and again, it has all the important details that Google wants. It's got the address. It's got your hours down here. It has a quick contact form. And once we did set up your website, we would have a security reCAPTCHA here, which prevents people from just sending you junk mail, robots sending you junk mail. And then here is a directions. Now this one right here is just a generic Google map of Ponte Vedra Beach. So that's where, if you typed in Ponte Vedra Beach, that's where it would put you. What we would actually put here is your Google My Business map. So you would have John S. DDS, John S. Smith DDS, 5 stars, 25 reviews, and then you could click on it and get directions directly to it. This is an extremely important feature to have that almost, again, I would say no dentists that don't work with us have. And what this is going to do is multiple things. It's going to, one, give your Google My Business page and map a boost in the local search, which is extremely important for dentists, because a lot of people go on Google Maps, they search dentist, and they see what comes up, and then they pick which dentist they go to off of that. So this will feed Google My Business boostings. It'll also feature your actual organic search boostings for your website, because all the data that's in this map gets integrated into your website. So now you can rank for the Ponte Vedra Beach, because that's where your Google My Business is saying your business is. So you'll rank a lot easier for, say, dentist in Ponte Vedra. In addition to this, in the back end, we do more schema, local business schema, to mark up all your information so that Google can read you and then read you easier and show you on search results. Going through the rest of the page, we'll just go super quick here. Services, so we'd have PVB dental services. I've seen other people use different words than service, but dental service is what people would search for. So that's what you'd want to use. A simple little introduction here, and then you could have all your dental services that you do. Now, if you have individual pages already on your website that's maybe old and needs updating, we can make these clickable and then have these also as their own separate page as well, which could help for rankings with, say, tooth whitening in Ponte Vedra Beach, something like that. Moving on, patient forms, I'm not going to click on that because that's not set up, because we don't have any forms for people to download, but this would be like a download packet. You click it and then you could have any forms that you want your patients to be able to access. Contact us, so this is just a very basic contact us form. If you had more details that you want when someone is requesting an appointment, dates, times, stuff like that, we can set that up as well. Name of the patient, not just the name of the person who's setting it up, because that could be, the parent. We could do that, ages, stuff like that. We can all add that in with either checkboxes, or it can be drop-down selects that people can also do. Finally is the About Us page. You're gonna have a picture of your team. You could have talking, one paragraph talking about yourself as the doctor, and then you could have your team down here with a little spiel about them, and then even below there or in between, if you guys have any personalized stuff that you like to put on there about dental safety, dental practices, certifications that your team has, we could obviously put that in as well. And as you can see, the footer and the header are always on every single page if you're new to web design. So the next thing is speed. So you need a fast website. And the goals for these websites, you can see this is an A-rated site. It does fluctuate time of day. So it can go, performance can go to high 80s to 90s. Structure is always going to be high because that's just the structure of the website that we actually create. But as you can see, everything's good here. You know, the interaction speed index, you want less than 1.3. We're at 0.9. You know, time to interaction, you want less than 2.5, and we're at 1.1. So you can see all these are extremely good. The one thing that slows this performance down, why it doesn't get, say, a higher 90, is because the full load time. And that full load time is affected by our map here. Because it is a iframe HTML from a different website, it does take a little longer to load. Luckily, that actually doesn't affect your website, because one, it's at the bottom, and two, it actually helps Google, and Google wants this in there. Okay, so that is the basic website that you can get for free. It's this one right here. It's on our website, Services Dental, and you can actually come here and you can click the sample website, and this is the website that this website would pop up, and you'd be able to actually explore it, and you could see. You know, some people want to make sure it's it's optimized for phones. And as you can see, it is optimized for phones. We have our drop down here. We still have all this. The one thing that we do eliminate here is the click to call buttons, but we have the click to call here. And as you can see, it's still optimized fully for all services. So as you see, you get that free website, and that free website comes with our $49.99 monthly hosting package, which includes the installation, the date we do daily backups, free SSL, which is vitally important, up to 10 gigs of storage. I can tell you, you're not going to get anywhere close to that. You won't even get to 1 gig probably. You can have up to 10,000 traffic. We have a free CDN that we can set up. All free emails accounts. So admin at dentalwebsite.com. Auto updates, SEO audit. So every month we do a SEO audit to make sure there are no 404s or anything else that's missing from your website. If there are any 404s, which is a page that shows, here I can actually show you guys. Let's do, as you can see, so this is what a 404 is. It's basically saying the page doesn't exist. And if you have these 404 on your website, Google penalizes you. So what we would do is we'd go into our background WordPress, and we do redirects for all those to make sure those aren't hurting your site. And these SEO audits are also important if you actually do want to do any SEO with us, as we can do on-page SEO and try to rank for certain terms. And then, of course, full maintenance. Your sites, we're not going to let your site go down. We are partnered with, probably the largest web hosting company to make sure our sites are fast and always up. So that's kind of the breakdown here. We have more. We have a higher hosting plan if you want to do keyword tracking, and then we can do a full SEO report to every month to show you how it can be improved. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below. If you like this, please hit the like button or subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I want you guys to have a good rest of your day. Thanks.